Good morning, all. Today we are going to start with a new chapter, Plant Growth and Survival. Growth and survival of plant. We all know that the plant is almost found everywhere on the earth, even on those places which are very cold, the place where it's rain a lot, even the place which is very hot and dry. Even they also found in the water as well. It means that plant can grow anywhere on the earth. Plant adjusts themselves to the surrounding by developing a specific features that help them to live in that particular area. So that particular features that help them to live in a particular area is known as adaptation. And the area where the plant grow and do its all the life activity, that is known as habitat. The habitat is the area where the plant provides the water, shelter and the space to grow. There are the particular habitats for the specific condition. For example, cactus cannot grow in water. Coconut tree cannot grow in mountain. They are having a specific habitat. Cactus grow in desert. Coconut tree grow in the coastal area. On the basis of this, we are having a two type of plants, terrestrial and aquatic. Terrestrial plants are which found on land, aquatic which found in water. Terrestrial or lands plant, the plants which grow on the land are known as terrestrial plants, including the mountain, plains and desert. Now let us study about the plant of the mountain or hilly region. Hilly regions are generally cold. Even there is a snowfall in some areas also. Although there is a cold every time, so they develop a specific feature to live in that area. They are generally tall and thin as this helps them to trap the maximum sunlight for the process of photosynthesis. The trees are generally cone in shape so that the snow can fall easily or slide off easily from their body surface, and that's why they are known as coniferous or coniferous plant. The leaves of such trees are needle-like to face the cold and to minimize the loss of water, as even in the cold region the water is present in the solid form, that is ice. And the fourth one, they do not have flower, they have cones which bears the seed. As there is a cold, so to cover the unfavorable condition they grow the cones in which the seeds grow. Pine, fir, spruce, cedar are the some examples of the tree which found in this region. Plant of the plain region. It means that the plains are the area which are large and flat areas and have a plenty of rainfall, but some have less rainfall. So according to this, we get the two types of plant. The plant in which the less rainfall is there. The features of the plant which found in the less rainfall area are the trees have a lots of leaves with the branches spread around. So due to the process of photosynthesis, their leaves are flat and thin so that they do the process of evaporation and lose the water from their body to keep them cool. And at last, the trees are deciduous. Deciduous means they shed their leaf at the time of winter so that they can survive in the winter season, and they grow the new leaves in the upcoming spring. Peepal, shisham, mulberry, neem are the some example of the plant which grow in the less rainfall region. Now the plant with the heavy rainfall, the palm, teak, rubber and coconut are the some trees that grow in this area where the heavy rainfall is there. They are usually evergreen in color. Why? Because they do not shed their leaves during the time of winter. As here the winter do not occur at all. Next, the plant of the marshy land. Marshy area is that area where lot of clay soil is there with the plenty of water. As clay soil do not absorb water, so the clay soil and water get mixed and form a marshy land. This soil is not well drained. That's why the plant grow here is special, that is a mangrove. Root of these plants grow above the ground. That's why they're having a tiny opening at their tips where the gases exchange occur, and such roots are known as the aerial root and the breathing root. Next is desert plant. Desert is that area which is very dry, having a very little water. Here the rain occur very less or do not occur at all. Still many plants and grow and survive here within the harsh condition of the desert. One of the common plant which grow here is the cactus, date palm. Even sugarcane also found here. Leaves of desert leaf of desert plant are normally small. They are reduced to spines so that they minimize the loss of water from their from their body. Even the photosynthesis take place in the green stem as leaf is modified into spine. Their roots are very long and adapted to get water by penetrating deep into the ground, as water found very deep inside the earth in the desert region. They store the food and water in their fleshy stem, as the function of photosynthesis and storing the food is done by the stem in the cacti. Different types of plant found here is the babool, date palm and the cacti. Plants of the coastal area. Coastal area is that area which are adapted to the hot and humid climate. The coconut is the special tree which is found in the coastal area because it can survive in the salty water. As well, these trees are evergreen, that they do not shed their leaves during the time of winter. That's why rubber, paper, rice, sugarcane are the some plants that grow in the coastal region. Now come to the aquatic plant. Plants that grow in water are called aquatic plant. There are three types of aquatic plant: free floating, fixed plant and underwater submerged plant. Free floating, it means that the plant get float on water freely. Example: duckweed, green alga, whiter hyacinth are the plants which float on water. They have very light and spongy body because their body is empty from inside and filled with air. If they are light enough so that they can float on water. Next is a fixed plant. Fixed plant are those plants which are fixed with the at the bottom of the soil, which is present at the bottom of water body, and other part float on the water. Example is the water lily and lotus. They have their root which is fixed to the soil, which is present below the water body. That's why they are known as fixed water plant. Their leaves are a plate-like, even broad, having a waxy coating on it, which is known as the cuticle. Their stems are very hollow and light. They makes the plant float on the water. The stem is quite flexible in the fixed plant so that they can prevent themselves from damaging by the action of water current. Some plants like the tape grass, hydrilla, they are grow inside the water. Even they don't float or come up above the water. That's why they are known as underwater and submerged plant. They have very narrow and thin leaves without stomata, because in the water they don't need to do the exchange of gases. They do the exchange of gases by their body surface only. Their leaves are very delicate and go along with the water current. There are some other ways also which plants also adapted to protect themselves. As we learn about the rose and bougainvillea, they have thorns on their body so that they can protect themselves from being consumed by the animal. Similarly, the plant like the poison ivy contain poison so that no animal can come and eat them. So this is the way to protect themselves. Insectivorous plant. Insectivorous plants are those plants which are able to do photosynthesis. Even they do their photosynthesis, but they grow in the mineral deficient soil, especially in the nitrogen deficient soil. So they eat insect to get the enough nutrition. Such plants are known as insectivorous plants, which kill the insect for the extra amount of nutrients. Venus flytrap, the pitcher plant, the sundew are the example of these insectivorous plants. Venus flytrap shut their leaves and catch the fly or insect and just consume it, and after it throw its dead body from its leaves. Even the pitcher plant have filled with the nectar. As soon as the insect try to come inside the pitcher plant, the lid get closed, the insect get trapped in it and digested by the plant. Non-green plants. Plants like mushroom, molds, fungi do not have chlorophyll. It means that they cannot make their food. That's why they may get the nutrition from the dead remaining part of plant and animals. That's why they are known as saprophytic plants. Now, plants of grass family. The plants of the grass family are usually a blade-like and even have a hollow stem and many branching root, and even are very delicate. They are very important and get useful for us. Like lawn grass, it is used for making garden or sports field. We eat lot of grass like cereals, which is example wheat, barley, oat, rice, millets. Sugar come from the sugar cane, which is also a member of a grass family. Grass is eaten up by the herbivorous animals as a food. The grass like bamboo is used to make a paper. Bamboo is also used for making different furnitures. Grass plant can also used as a fuel to cover the roof. Even the dry grass is used for packing material. Root of the grasses such help in binding the soil and prevent the soil from being eroded or prevent the soil from erosion. That's all. Have a nice day.